Donnie, run the mailbag song. Mailbag time. Time to read your letters and then we'll reply to them. Oh, it's mailbag time. Write us with your queries and we'll chime in. All right, we are doing 3 mailbag questions and we're going to do them quick.
Let's go.
Okay, real fast. Samira Buell on Instagram. She asks, what would you do every day if you never had to work again?
And we can only pick one thing?
Yeah.
One thing.
Damn, I don't know. I really don't know. I can only pick one thing.
I mean, I'm sure you do other things, right? But like if there's one thing you could do every day if you didn't work, what would it be? Honestly, it would be something that I don't have time to do every day because it can work.
You know what's crazy is there's really nothing.
Oh, for me, I'd meditate and yoga, which I love and really changes the entire course of my day when I'm able to do it. And I can't every day because of work.
I guess I would, you know what I would do? I would spend time with Bozeman and Kalika. More specifically, Bozeman.
You don't do that every day?
I'd say it's probably spend time with Bozeman. I threw her in there so she didn't feel bad, but like more like it like I love hanging out with Boserly Woserly.
Isn't it the best? I make time for that.
I make time for it too, but he makes the time. He come over and jump over. I love my boy.
I know. I'm obsessed with mine too.
I love my boy. My boy is so great. Okay. Next question.
All right, Pin Hoodie on Reddit asks, if you were to trade places with the other, how do you think it would be different? By this, I mean, how would Van be different if he was raised by the judge? And what would Rachel be like if she grew up in Baton Rouge?
Wow. Well, see, here's the thing. If I was raised by the judge, I would be like a much worse person.
I think you would be too, like a PK.
Yeah, if I was raised no. If my fucking dad was a federal judge, if my dad was a federal judge,
yeah,
these niggas couldn't tell me shit. If like hold on for a second. No. You're thinking I would go off and be a rebel? No.
Yeah, I think you'd be a rebel.
No. If my dad was a federal judge, Rachel, you are down to earth. If my dad was a federal judge, you fucking peasant. Like, you don't talk to me. Like, what are you talking about? What you don't fucking talk to me? Do you have any idea who my father is? I'll be throwing that out in all kinds of places where, like, I'll be throwing that out at Disneyland. I'm trying to get in line to go on a ride at Disneyland. I can't get in line. I look around. I'm putting cases on all of you motherfuckers. All of y'all. Like, I would never be able to handle something like that. Ever.
You would. Because it didn't happen. It wasn't the norm for you. I'm going to tell you this. I don't think I would have been much different. If anything, I would have been. It took me a long time to truly just say, this is me. And I don't really care. And I think if I grew up in a household where I could be more expressive of like who I am as a person and not necessarily confined to society norms, I think that I would have been this a lot earlier than I would have been, than it took me to like completely leave the household. Like there's a freedom that you grew up with that I envy. And I think that if I would have had that when I was younger, that would have been this a lot earlier. I can tell you this, I never would have gone on The Bachelorette. Probably.
Maybe not. Maybe you go on there and it's different. Maybe you go on there and it's ratchet.
I still would have been fucking shit up.
I'm telling you, you're doing your thing. Shit. Raised by my mother, the only thing you would have is you'd have a little bit more quirkiness to you. There might be some like hoodoo shit behind you or something like that, but it's pretty much the same.
But because I'm like very into meditation and crystals and like I think I would have I would have loved that growing up.
I said hoodoo. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about
I just
casting
more
spells
so
on
mean
niggas.
that's fine. I would have been more into that. I would have received that a lot better. Anyways, I think we would have thrived switching places.
I
to
think
be
so
honest.
too. Boy, I can't tell y'all. What's your dad's name again?
Sam.
Sam Lindsay Jr. Like Sam, me and Sam Lindsay Jr. Sam Lindsay Jr. Nuts. All right. Last one.
All right, last one. Here for the right seasons on Reddit asks, have you ever witnessed a Karen in person? And if you have, what's the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact.
Oh my gosh, what happened? In Miami?
Yeah, a couple of days ago, I
Sounds
was
about right.
I was trying to, when I first got to Miami, I was trying to check into the hotel. And I'm trying to check into the hotel. And I'm standing in line and this lady walks up in front of me and she complains. And I promise you, like, this is how I responded. I was so tired from having taken the red eye. Like, I'm standing in front of the guy. The guy's on the phone. She walks in front of him to complain and cuts in front of me. When she starts talking, I said, silence! And she jumped. Like I said, silence. I'm next. Like,
what did she do?
I really didn't even try to do it. I didn't even try to do it. I promise you. I was just so tired. Like, I was so tired. And she starts talking about like not being able to check in or where her suitcase is. And I said, silence. And she jumped. And she moved to the side. And I was like, it's my turn. I'm next.
That's silence. You kind of were the Karen.
A little bit. I feel like I overreacted a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know. It's a chance that she didn't see me, but I think she did. I think she just walked in front of me when I'm waiting. You have to understand, I am dying to get into the room so I can lay down and go to sleep. Man.
I've been there.
Dying.
I understand you. I understand you. I lived next door. I used to live next door to a woman named Karen. They must have named the term after her. She was the epitome of a Karen. And she had no life. She had no job. And her entire life was watching what her neighbors did so she could complain and cause drama and fuck shit up. She used to, on trash days, it was our job. We lived in a townhouse. There were 3 townhouses. And it was our job to take the trash out. And she had her own trash because she was weird about it. So she didn't take our trash cans out. She didn't bring our trash cans in. It was myself and the other neighbor. We would take the trash out at night and the other neighbor would bring them in. Well, when the trash man would pick them up, she didn't have anything to do all day. So instead of leaving it alone because it's none of her business, she would take the trash cans and block the driveway. So when I got home, because I was the first person to come home, the trash cans were in the way. So I had to get out of the car and either move the trash cans or bring them inside. It's like, it wasn't bothering anybody. Like, it's 1:00 in the afternoon and she's blocking it. So once I knew we were moving, I was like, fuck this shit. And I'll tell my landlord all the time at the time. I was like, listen, she's doing it again. He would send me the text message she was sending her. Nothing, right? It was like what she looked forward to once a week. So the last week, not the last week, but towards the end, I just took those trash cans because she blocked my car. I could not get in to park my car. I took those trash cans and I parked them behind her car. And she happened to see me because she just sits on the camera and she watches. So she comes out and she's like, you bitch! You fucking bitch! I can't believe you took the trash cans and parked them behind my car. She tried to move the trash cans behind my car. I kicked them towards her. Just kicked them towards her. And I was like, fuck this. You block me off, you blah, blah, blah. We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She's like, you reality TV star, bitch. That's what she says to me.
What? Wow! This is a fantastic story.
I can't believe I had to tell this on the pod. This literally happened like 3 months ago. She's like, you reality TV star, bitch. And I said, Karen, and I was so chill. I had the dogs with me. She started complaining about what my dogs do. It just turned into this whole thing. I said, Karen, you just really need to get a damn job. I have a fucking job. Like, that's how it was insane. But I'm like shortening it for the time's sake, or for this podcast. She went off. I went off. It was this whole thing. Brian gets home. He was like, Rachel, you did that? Yes. And we move next week. So needless to say, Karen's sabotaging the next neighbor. Her real name really is Karen. But real life Karen. She called me, you reality TV star, bitch. I said,
She called you a star. She called you a star, though.
Start.
Thank you, Donnie. I said we both know.
Positive
we
Donnie.
both know I'm more than that, though. Come on, Karen. We both know I'm more than that. At least I got jobs.
You know what? You know what I wanted to say? What I wanted to say was there should have been fisticuffs after the B word came out, but no, there shouldn't have been.
Nah, she was bitching. I was bitching. I was fuck, bitch. I mean, like, I'm sure.
Did you use the C word?
No, I didn't use the C word.
Why not? It's such a good word.
It just wasn't necessary. Like, I can hit her harder when I'm like, get a damn job. It cut her. It cut her deeply. You know, when I talked about her ugly dogs, you know, it got to her. That was worse.
You know what we should do? We should have Ebony come up here and take care of her.
Because that's what she used to do.
That's what I would do.
Like, Ebony in that situation.
That's what I would do. Man, let me tell you something. You a girl in Baton Rouge, not gonna talk shit to me. Not like talking about Ebony Lathan. Not for the bullshit. Ebony Lathan is my father in a woman's body. I'm my mother in a man's body. Ebony Lathan is my father in a woman's body. She not fucking playing with your dumb ass. She gonna kick you in your shit.
Sadly, she knew who I was. Obviously, reality TV star, bitch.
Right.
There was only so much I could do. You know, she's probably on a Reddit talking mad shit about me.
Mad shit.